Hi guys, in this video I will talk about Spacebars. Meteor introduced Spacebars from 0.8 version of us. Spacebars takes lots of inspiration from the handlebars. Spacebar syntax is most likely as same as handlebars, but Spacebars is designed to display some dynamic content also. Here I'm going to explain about some of Spacebars. Basically, the code which is written in double curly braces is taken as a spacebar code, and we can write different types of syntaxes in between that two curly braces. Let us consider here I write just page title. That means here we are inserting some dynamic content. If you write two curly braces and then greater than symbol, that means we are including. This is called block inclusion. That means we are including some block in this particular place. And then there are some block level coding here. Each post, that means here in the post we are getting some cursor have data with one or more records. We are looping through that records and we are displaying the data. This title may or may not belongs to post. First it checks if there is any data available within this cursor. If there is any data available with that cursor, then it displays that value. Otherwise it checks for the helper in the JavaScript file. Here we can write for this page title or this title, we can write helpers like template dot the template in which we are going to write my page. My page is my template name. My page, sorry, P is caps. My page dot helpers. In this you can write all the helpers which are in this particular template. Here, for example, page title, and for that helper I am returning some content. This is a page helper. Here you can write whatever code you want. Then this whatever we are returning here we are writing this is a page helper. It will be submitted in this place. And also we can write helper for this title also by using the same. We can also write helpers by using this syntax template dot my page dot. Either you can write all helpers in a single function, single place in this wrapper. Otherwise you can write individual helpers using like this title. For this I am returning this is a title. I strongly recommend to use this syntax because here all the helpers will be in a particular block, so we will get an idea. We don't need to search for a particular helper. And then we have also another syntax for spacebars which uses triple curly braces. That means here we are going to insert some raw HTML here. If we write something in this in triple curly braces, that means we are going to insert some raw HTML here. Let me write for that also. For the content helper, I'm gonna return span hello world Then this span hello world will be inserted here. In this raw HTML we should have balance tags. That means we cannot insert like in this. I'm gonna close this div tag, this post content div tag, and then I am gonna then I will write something tag and some tag, and then I'm gonna give opening for this div tag. I'm gonna open new div tag to close this div tag. We cannot write like that. Next thing is passing arguments to the templates and helpers by using spacebars. If you want to include a particular template, then we use this inclusion syntax, and then we use the greater than symbol, and then next the template name. Here I give my template name as profile, and I create simple here to pass some arguments to this template. Here in the spacebars syntax we write something like first name equal to Shashikant, and the another argument that I'm going to pass is last name, that is my last name. And then here we can access, and here we get that arguments by using the syntax this dot first name in the curly braces, and same this dot last name. This is how we can pass arguments to the templates. This is very useful when if we want to get the data from the user, and then if you want to pass that data to the particular template, then this method is very useful. As you can see, the name is displayed here. This is how we pass arguments to the template. Now we are going to see how to pass templates to the helper. Here I'm going to write profile, and the name is Shashikant, and email is xyz@abc.com. Here this profile is a spacebar helper. In the client side, I'm gonna template dot profile dot helpers. Here for the helper I will name it as profile details. For the profile details we are sending some arguments. I'm taking that arguments in that object. Return object dot hash. All the arguments you are going to send is saved as object dot hash dot, and then a details email. We are going to return the email that we are passing with that helper. Then let's see the output. Yeah, as you can see, the mail is displayed here. And the next thing I'm gonna tell you is Here suppose here we have another template, name contact. In the both templates we have a common helper which returns same thing, or which takes same number of arguments and process the argument and return something. In the normal process we created helper for this template, and we create another helper for this template. But in Spacebars we have an option to create global helpers using UI dot register helper and the name of the helper is date, and in the callback we are returning the present date. Yeah, as you can see the date is displayed here. As you can see the value is submitted. This is how we create a global helper using the UI.register helper, which will register the global helper for you. Next thing I'm going to tell is smart attributes. That means suppose we have here input type equal to checkbox, and the checked attribute is we are gonna take that value dynamically. Here under the profile helpers we are writing is checked by this function. If we return true, here as you can see we return true for the checkbox, that property. Here as we return true it check the box. What if we return false or undefined or null? If we return false or undefined or null, as you can see here it cleverly deletes the checked attribute also. See here we write checked attribute also. If we return false or null or undefined, it automatically removes that attribute also. And another one in this smart attributes is input here we just write input, and then we are returning some attributes here. In these attributes we are returning the name is input name is something demo, and the value is 123. And also I'm giving class as some my class. Here you can return whatever the properties you want. Here as you can see the output, it creates the tag In the attributes place, as we are writing name equal to demo, class equal to my class, and the value is equal to 123. It is submitted. And next thing is, by using Spacebars, we can also create our own content blocks. Let's see here. Here we can create our own content blocks by putting hash symbol here in the double curly braces hash. Here I am calling this table wrapper content block. Here table wrapper is this template, and for this table wrapper I am sending some data. Here I am sending header is customers and footer is most recent data available. Here in this template we are accessing those parameters by using this dot heading, and footer is this dot footer, and I want to put this block within this table wrapper content block in the section where it says UI dot content block. I'll explain you once again. Here I am creating a new content block table wrapper, and I'm calling it using with some parameters called heading. We can access those parameters in this table wrapper by using the command this dot heading, and I want to put this code, the code which is in hash table wrapper and closing of table wrapper, the code in between it, I want to put it in where it says UI dot content block. Now in the helpers I'm going to return some data. First of all, let me create a common collection. Contacts equal to new meteor dot collection of contacts, and for the template dot dashboard dot for the contacts I'm returning contacts dot all the records, and I'm going to insert some dummy data here. I have inserted some dummy data. The data is displayed here. Here is how you can create your own custom content blocks. That's it. There are some introduction about Spacebars. You can find more about in the documentation. I will give you the link below. Hit like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you. Peace.